Now, Forbes magazine has an article, the most brazen $400 billion unemployment funds heist in history. International Ring stole over $400 billion from the U.S. government in unemployment benefits. That's half of the unemployment monies paid out. Most brazen, massive theft, arguably in history. Politicians, writes Forbes, turned a blind eye. They felt they needed to get the money in the hands of the jobless right away. Joe Biden is blaming Trump. The Trump people are blaming the Biden people. I was talking to my buddy, Artie Silverman, this morning. He told me an incredible story. I said, Artie, can you come on and talk to my audience about all of this? And Artie said he would. Artie graduated from Michigan, as did I, University of Michigan. He has an undergraduate degree in mechanical engineering, started his own auto repair business back in the 80s. Since then, he's accumulated a bunch of commercial real estate in Chicago. He still returns my phone call, though. Please welcome to the program, Mr. Artie Silverman.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, Artie, how are you?
I'm doing great. And you?
I'm doing well. So, Artie, you told me, and correct me if I get this wrong, you found out 10 people, only one of whom ever worked for you, and even that one didn't work for you recently, applied for unemployment benefits using you as a former employer?
No, actually, I fired one guy before COVID, and he was not eligible because he got another job. But I've gotten, because what happens when the state of Illinois, when someone applies to the state of Illinois and says you're unemployed, they send my payroll service a notice because I have to pay for that. That doesn't come out of the employer's paycheck. It comes out of my paycheck, or comes out of my hide, all that unemployment money that the state gives out. So the state tells you, my processor, this person applies for unemployment compensation. There have been at least 10 times my service tells the state, that guy's never worked for me. And I get a notice that the state says this guy is not going to collect. At least 10 times people have applied for unemployment that got turned down. And it's the easiest thing to stop. That's what's crazy. It is so easy to stop. I mean, all they have to, the state of Illinois should say, pick up your first 2 checks in person.
It's that easy.
It's just them to pick it up in person. Before they pick it up, have them sign another piece of paper, proof ID, who they are, sign that they actually worked for me, and by that point, the state will know that I refuted it and they did not work for me. And once they sign all this, now you have them for fraud. You have them on the video. You have them signing a piece of paper. You know, you give the guy a check, he takes the check, and behind him is a Chicago police officer. Buddy, hands behind your back.
Artie,
and then fine them twice what they would have collected, and the whole enforcement will easily pay for itself.
Well, Artie, in California, 35,000 unemployment claims were paid out to California inmates. 133 of them were on death row.
Wow. Hard to look for a job when you're on death row.
Tough. Kind of tough. It is estimated maybe $30 billion in unemployment fraud claims were paid out in the state of California alone.
Now, are they doing anything to get the money back?
Supposedly, there's a new sheriff in town trying to do this, that, and the other, but no. The likelihood of getting it back, not very great.
Right. Well, if you got to try. The point is, if they don't try, of course they won't get it back.
Now, this is nearly half of all the unemployment monies that we paid out supposedly for COVID relief. Half of it in the hands of international fraudsters.
Yep. It's disgusting.
All right, Artie.
Absolutely disgusting.
All right, Artie.
You said that there are 5 ways of spending money.
Right.
Well,
four ways. Your own money on yourself.
Someone else's money on someone else. There's no desire to get it back.
Exactly. Someone else's money on somebody else. The worst one. Artie, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. 888-971-SAGE, 888-971-7240.